think they can hear me still?
I'm harmonizing with the air fryer. Oh, you're live? Hi everybody, it's Winston with PerfecPress HTV. And today, we're doing some experimentation. We're going to be messing around with the Instapot air fryer. That's the brand, it's not Instapot, it's an air fryer. And we're going to be doing some of these wine glass style tumblers and some mugs, trying some different wrapping techniques with them and see what works better. So I've had some folks tell me that when they do their tumblers, they stick them in an air fryer and they don't do anything except heat tape on them. And they claim they work fine. So we're going to do our first test of putting a sublimation design on here just with tape, along with doing one with a heat shrink on it, and compare and see if they work the same. The only downside is we're going to have like 7 minutes of waiting, but while we wait, we'll work on some mugs and get those prepared, and I'll answer some questions. And then, yeah, so please be involved if you can. Ask plenty of questions because there is going to be a little bit of downtime on this video. But I got the air fryer kind of just going, so it's heating up already, so we don't have to wait long on it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to cut our sublimation paper. I pre-printed a few things, just some PerfecPress logos and a little Atlanta cityscape with PerfecPress for our mugs. So it's printed with the Sawgrass SG1000 printer with the Sawgrass print manager, and the designs were made in Photoshop. And I'm just going to trim this up a little bit. So this is going to be our first one. So for our first one, I want to tape it securely across the whole thing. So I want to trim it a little bit more. We do have some people by the computer ready to relay any questions y'all have for me. And we're going to just tape this real well. So we're going to tape so there's no like leaks or anything. So it's completely sealed across. We're going to be using the heat tape. This all can be found on our website, y'all. Abby, how much does heat tape cost? $4. Heat tape's $4, y'all. It comes in very handy. Should probably help if I lined it up nice. There my air fryer goes. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that air fryer sure is a little bit loud. What I'm doing is I'm just walking all the way across here with the tape to make sure there's no gaps where air or anything can get out. Hopefully that gives us a solid hold. So, what y'all have for breakfast? I had donuts. Abby said grapes. All right, we're getting there. There's like 2 spots I want to make sure I get. There's one there, one other spot. All right, so that seems pretty well taped. I'm going to put that to the side. Now we're going to do the other one, our compare. So this is the way I don't normally have ever done this before. But I've been told by customers and folks that this works pretty well. So this is the way I normally do a lot of my cups. I'm going to take my design, trim it out, stick this sheet over here for now, come back to it. Let's get our tumbler, mug, wine glass thing out. Again, everything we're using today is for sale on our website. I'm going to tape this where I want it, but I'm not going to go like I did with that first one and tape it all crazy. I'm just going to basically just some tape, hold it in spot where I want it. Now I have shrink wrap. I'm going to place tumbler inside the shrink wrap. And I got a little heat gun here. Let's plug him in. I'm going to heat shrink him. Voila! I love heat shrink. It's so cool, dude. Do you ever play with shrinky dinks? They're like these little things you would like draw on, and then they would shrink in the oven. My mom used to get them for us. Yeah. All right, so we're going to stick these in the air fryer. Well, let's first get it up to temperature. Yeah, so on your air fryer, set it for 400 degrees on a bake setting. And we're going to do it for times 7 minutes. So it's heating up first, and when it gets to the add food part, we will put our mugs, or cups, tumbler thingies, wine tumblers, inside of it. Do we have any questions or anything, y'all?
No, not right now.
Do we have viewers?
Oh, yeah, we do. We got 4.
Hey, 4 people.
Yep. I am pulling up prices on that shrink wrap right now.
I think it's cheap, right?
Oh, yeah. A 25-pack is $16.
25 of these shrink wrap sheets, $16.
Let me look up the wine tumblers, too.
And it's getting hot, nice. I'm sure any air fryer would work. I think the bigger the better though. This one I know I can fit about 3 cups in at a time. So if you're going to try it with an air fryer, give it a shot. I don't recommend using the same one you would use for food. I have a strong feeling that while sublimation is not really deadly, you can use it on foodware, I don't think it's wise to have the fumes and all the other stuff probably in the same one that you would eat with. So get a dedicated one if you're going to be using an air fryer for tumblers and mugs and things. It's probably not healthy to eat after. I will say some people in the office may have cooked pizza rolls in here though after we've done some mugs. But it says add the food. Oh, hot! It's hot in there, be careful. Let it ride. So we got 7 minutes on the clock, getting started. While that goes, let's get these guys ready. So those ones are metal thermo mug sort of things, you know, like the Yeti style. These are just classic ceramic style mugs. So we're going to try these also, but this time we're going to add in a mug clamp. So we're going to have a mug clamp, shrink wrap, and then just a fully taped one to see the difference between those and compare them. So let me cut these out. Again, the Instapot air fryer set to 7 minutes at 400 degrees. Doing some experiments, my friends on the internet, yeah.
Or wine mugs, great
The wine mug is $10.95. Can they hear you, Sarah?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Because like I have it plugged in and I have it turned on.
It's
But,
got to face you. It's a shotgun microphone.
Can they hear me now?
Maybe? Sarah's working cameras, so if you watched last week, she was in my chair and I was in her chair. We flip-flopped. All right, here's our first one. So our first one, we're going to use the wrap. So the way the wrap works is you're going to just take your design, you're going to tape it to it. Try to get it nice and straight.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
What's awesome? I heard someone say awesome.
They can hear me.
They can hear Sarah. Woohoo! All right, so I have this wrapped around, just 2 pieces of tape pointing in spot. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the mug wrap. I like to start like this. And you're going to take the clamp. Y'all can see here, they kind of overlap, and then you just pinch them, and they sort of lock together. See that, y'all? So that's the first one. We got 5 minutes left on the ones that are cooking. Second one we're going to do is the one that we're going to tape all over. This is kind of a fun experiment. Now we did pre-try this. You know what? I'm not going to spoil the results, but you might be shocked.
Our mug clamps right now are $14.95.
$14.95 for the mug clamp, and you can reuse that over and over again.
Yep.
So these are some one-time use. 25 of them are $16, or for basically $15, you can have that and reuse it over and over again. Decisions. This one works better on a wide variety of stuff. The clamp, you're pretty much stuck with mugs. Cut. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape and tape all the edges down and give it a shot. Hey Sarah, can you do me a favor? Can you get a rag from the kitchen?
Sure.
These are going to be hot.
You want an oven mitt or a rack?
Either or. Thank you, ma'am. So again, I'm just going around the edge, y'all, trying to seal it completely off. I don't know what it is about the air fryer, but I want to harmonize with it. Like the constant drone, it's like,
Honestly, it kind of reminds me of a computer.
like a computer working real hard.
Yeah. I guess towers aren't really a thing that people have anymore.
Some people do. Video gamer people do. I'm not confident with this style of doing this. I don't feel like it's going to work very good.
I think you should do some around the middle too, just like a kind of a little whole wrap around. Can you use painter's tape or does that burn?
I think painter's tape would probably burn.
I would think so, yeah. It's definitely not something used for heat.
That's why we do experiments, so we know. So the people can find out.
Yeah, that's true.
People, all 5 of y'all. You say 5, but we'll get like 700 views, and then we'll be like,
Hey, what are you talking about? We're up to 12 now, my friend.
Oh man, 12 people? You guys are the best. Sorry if this seems boring, y'all. I'm just trying to tape this down. Okay. I believe I got all edges and it pretty tight on there. Again, I'm not the most confident with this method.
Oh, should I mention the fact that with our wine cups, it can be difficult to work past the curvature on it?
Yeah, so on the wine cups, the curves are tough to make things look good.
You can try and download templates, but those aren't going to be foolproof all the time. So that's definitely one of those things where I would avoid paying for a wine mug sublimation template, just because it's definitely like you're going to pay for it, and then if it doesn't work, you know, I don't want you to have any issues with like the person that you paid for it from or anything like that.
All right, here's batch 1, y'all. Okay, so the shrink wrap one, shrink wrap kind of shrank a little extra.
Interesting.
And the tape one doesn't look bad. So let's try to peel these off. Maybe we'll let that one cool. You know what, let's put the other ones in the oven and we'll let these guys cool for a minute, and then we'll see our results.
Warning about these sublimation mugs that we sell that are the metallic ones. They are made to keep whatever's inside of them hot, so they stay hot for a really long time.
All right, I'm putting this back on, so preheat. Again, so for the shrink wrap one, we're just wrapping it, putting one piece of tape on each side to hold down the design where we want it.
I've never seen a mug shrink wrap.
You know, you normally want to do this with the
yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Let's see how this goes.
Today's an experiment day. We're learning together.
We do have a question from Miss Deborah. She is asking if we sell sublimatable mugs, and we do.
We do sell sublimatable mugs.
On our website, we have a whole section dedicated to all of our sublimatable materials.
We sell a lot of sublimatable mugs.
Yes, it's going to be on top in our blue column, and it's titled Sublimation, and when you hover over that, that's when you'll eventually see a section titled Sublimation Blanks and Supplies. Out of curiosity, would you just be able to like put the shrink wrap around it and then just stick it straight into the
You know, that
fryer?
probably would work. Yeah, maybe you could probably just put it in the bag and stick it directly in. It probably would work. All right, it's got 7 minutes. Let's stick these guys in. We got 1. We got 2.
You gonna try and do all 3 at once?
Yeah, we can fit
Wow.
3. Boom! All 3 are going. Okay. Let's see how hot these are. Still hot.
Yes, they stay hot for a long time. When I tried this out, the positive way I like to view it is that it works for my coffee.
Okay, here's just the tape method. Wow! That worked way better than I expected.
See how it looks?
Not too
Wow,
bad.
yeah, that looks great.
Turned out really good. Maybe could have got that a little straighter, but turned out pretty good. Wow. So that's just using tape. That's shocking. I did not mean this video to persuade you all not to buy stuff. So That's kind of a shock. Let's try the shrink wrap one.
So I think with working with this material, it might be best to get those like UV gloves.
The like silicone ones?
Yeah.
It's hot.
That like a lot of metal worker type folks will
Have.
use.
Okay, so
Do you need an X-Acto blade?
I might need a well, hold on, I got one over here.
Okay.
I want to use a weeding tool. So the tape works shockingly well. Let's try this. This thing's still pretty dang hot.
If you wanted to be exact with measurements, do you think you'd be able to like draw out your measurements with a Sharpie on there and then sublimate it and then use like alcohol to get it off, or do you think that would take off the sublimated material as well?
I don't think y'all could hear. Did they hear you? Okay. I think that like the Sharpie, it wouldn't fully remove after being cooked.
Okay.
Like I think the idea is cool. I think it would work better with like magic marker than Sharpie. Even then.
Yeah, like I wonder if like the heating element would really just
Wow, this
set
is
it in there.
way on there. Went more so than I expected it to.
Well, I guess future reference. Let's try the shrink wrap just all in one go.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, shrink wrap really made a mess.
Did it adhere the paper to the mug?
Kinda.
Huh.
Like kind of shrank to the whole thing. Real cool. It did sublimate good when I get it peeled off. It like over shrinked. Hopefully the mug's not this way.
Can you get it off from the inside?
We're trying.
That's the most important part, honestly.
It's going to take a minute. So it looks like the superior way on these is definitely the just the tape. Kind of shocked.
Either that, or I guess we gotta test out just putting it all on at once and not shrinking it beforehand.
Yeah, I should try that next. Whoa.
We're almost there.
It's starting to come off better. Anywhere the metal is fully exposed, the shrink wrap like fully adhered to.
That makes sense.
Like it became bonded to one piece. Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Wild. Lesson learned. Shrink wrap doesn't like this as much.
It's also probably because the element stays hotter longer. So it's not going to be like the ceramic mugs that cool down a little bit faster.
I still think the mug press is the best, but it doesn't fit this shape.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if they're going to end up coming out with a shape that does fit that, since this is like a popular drinkware.
Well, they make these things called 3D vacuum presses
Oh, that's fun.
that work for shaped sublimation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the American-made ones are extremely expensive, and then they make Chinese like cheaper-ish ones that you can get even on Amazon for like 200, 300 bucks.
Right.
But everyone I've talked to who has one, they don't last long. Like the seal breaks real easily on them.
Interesting.
All right, right when the air fryer is almost done, I think I finally got this one freed. So let's actually compare the quality of the sublimation side by side. So this one was just the tape. This one was with the shrink wrap. And I have to say, the one with just the tape looks much sharper and brighter colored to me. I'm pretty shocked, y'all.
Let me bring them closer to the camera for you.
I mean, that's not a
So which one's which?
This one's with the tape.
So this is with the tape. And that's with the shrink wrap. That is still not completely opposite. And this is with the shrink wrap. We're also going to have a chance to see how the shrink wrap works with the ceramic mug. It might turn out a little different. But it definitely seems like just the tape works the best.
Hopefully they could hear you.
It's blurry anyway.
What's blurry?
The mugs.
Oh. All right, 25 seconds left on the mugs. Any questions, comments, concerns from y'all folks at home? Yo, dude.
We got 13 viewers though.
That's cool. Hi, all 13 viewers. I recently shaved my beard and my mustache for the first time in like 9 years. My lips are getting chapped for the first time in 9 years.
Whoa.
I hadn't had to deal with chapped lips in years. And all of a sudden, my lips are getting chapped. I don't like this non-bearded life. Is this what I've been missing out on? All right, we got one. We got two. See, this looks better than the last one.
Yeah, that doesn't look as bad, but you also didn't like shrink wrap it as tight.
And we got this, the tape one. Okay, before we even do it, my money's on this one looking the best. Because that's the way I've been doing it for the longest. But based off the other one, I'm leaning that this one might look good too.
Yep.
And we'll find out. You want to pop him open. That's hot, hot. It goes 400 degrees. I'm going to use my weeding tool to help me pop off this tape. And the reason I'm trying to work a little faster with the ceramic, I think the ceramic stays hot longer. We're pulling it.
Okay.
So this looks faded.
Looks all right.
Very muted, kind of faded. Let's check the others, see how they did. Again, I think an actual mug press is superior, but it's good to do these experiments to confirm these things.
Yeah, because also too, I know that there's a lot of people out there that'll kind of do mugs and things like that as like a one-off.
Yeah, if it's a one-off, just use your air fryer and wash it real well before you use it for food again.
Please try to avoid using your home oven that you also cook in.
Okay. So the tape way looked a little bit better. Probably could have used more time, I'm guessing. Which is funny because in our test, 7 minutes worked perfect. So, you know, different days, different machinery. The same time doesn't always work perfect in an air fryer, I'm finding. Whew. Pull off that last bit there. All right, so this is the taped way. The taped way has some areas that look a lot better, but also has some areas that are a lot, so it's more inconsistent. So taped way. Now let's try our shrink wrapped one. The shrink wraps became more powerful.
Looks like it's way easier to take off.
Yeah, it didn't do the weird thing that it did on the metal mug. It's just the mug's super hot. The metal mug cooled down way faster. right, get off. I feel like I'm like trying to solve a puzzle, like don't burn yourself. Okay, so I can 100% confirm though, shrink wrap works way better on the ceramic. Much better. All right. But the design-wise, is that really any better? I'm not looking it. Maybe putting all three in made the temperature not get as hot. I needed longer.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of wondering if like all three needed to be, or if it was going to be a good idea. Because I know that it kind of lowers the temperature sometimes. Honestly, out of all three of them, the one that was just taped looks the best. Granted, it's not great, but...
All right.
Okay.
So, that's our results with this experiment. Not bad. Interesting. I'm pretty shocked that just the straight tape works as well as it does. I see though the problem of it being inconsistent with pressure, where you're going to get some light spots that aren't fully pressed against it. But I guess if you really spend your time taping it, and you might be able to prevent that. Or if you do a smaller design, like kind of like we did with these, I can see it working much better. I would be careful with the shrink wrap on anything that has the metal exposed. It seems like the shrink wrap likes to stick to the exposed metal. So that's kind of a concern. Good experiments today though. Do we have any questions or anything?
No.
No questions? All right. Well, that was a quick one, y'all. We still have a President's Day sale going on through Saturday. Probably our last sale till next, like Black Friday. And it's a pretty good sale. A lot of things are 20% off. Equipment's 15% off. Yeah, a lot of the equipment almost never goes on sale. So really good sale going on. I'll jump on that. That's again through this Friday. It's been all week's been a President's Day, Winter Vortex, sort of Valentine's Day sale. Great time to pick up glitter and holographic vinyl. Those things are on deep discounts.
Rhinestones.
Rhinestones are
on
in
sale.
biggest. They almost. I don't think rhinestones have gone on sale in like 2 years.
Yep.
And they're out 20% off, so that's big. So great things are on sale right now. Next week we'll be working on, I think, kind of a redo of transfer papers, going over the basics of inkjet white and dark and show how to do those. Yeah, so check us next week. Thanks for tuning in.